What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Miles Thornton, and me and Malachi are back with another episode of the No Cap Show. But today, we have a special guest with us. Who we got with us?
What's up, London Humphreys,
wide receiver. That boy London. Okay. Before we get started, I got to give a big shout out to the Mark and also a big shout out to the Players Lounge. Again, without both of these organizations, this shit wouldn't be possible. So we appreciate you guys so much. Let's get into the show.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Hey, gotta start off with the elephant in the room. London scored on Malachi when they was playing against each other.
Okay, let's put this out there. He scored all of us, man. Let's track back because like before the game had started, I saw something on Instagram. It was like Vandy hasn't scored on Georgia in like so many.
Oh my god!
So many.
It was like, I think it was like 120-0.
Yeah, it was like they haven't scored us in a long time. It's like I don't think they're gonna score today. And like literally the first drive.
And you let that happen to you.
It's not my fault.
Whose fault was it? It was someone's fault. I remember.
It's definitely somebody's fault.
We were playing a forward cut, and
yeah,
he had went in, and nobody cut to him, and then he took off, and nobody could catch him. Because on the scout report it said he's fast. It didn't say he was that fast. so he started running, and I thought I was gonna catch him, and he took off, and then the game was. Anyways,
at least you won.
Yeah.
At least we won.
Yeah, not saying things.
No, that's all right.
Nah, fast, but let's talk about it, man. Coming from Vanderbilt, you know what I mean? Talk about your time there.
Why did you choose Vandy?
Yeah, what made you choose Vandy?
I mean, I didn't have options like Georgia, nothing like the best of the best, out of high school.
Yeah.
So when it came down to it, it was really like hometown school Vandy for me from Nashville. In Virginia. I wanted to go to a smart school. And my dad had worked at Vandy for a long time. Actually, he was a track coach there.
Wow.
So I had been around.
That explains the speed part.
I had been around Vandy a good bit, just used to it and whatnot. And then I really liked Virginia. Like when I went and checked it out, I thought I was going to end up there. But I think there was just something about being with your family and whatnot. Like I got to go to Thanksgiving dinner, even though we had a game that Saturday. Just something like that was cool. So I think just being in town was nice. But yeah, when it came down to it, it was really I don't even feel like I'm in college yet because at any time I could go home,
Man.
So, but yeah, I mean, I enjoyed it. It's a great school. It's a lot different than Georgia for sure. But
that's what's up. Hey, speaking of going back, so let's go back to high school, right?
Okay.
You talked about your opportunities and whatnot, but a lot of people don't know. How long had you played football?
Yeah, not too long. Football was it was the last sport I ever picked up, really.
Yeah.
I like to say I just started my junior year, really.
Yeah.
I played freshman year, but it was probably the worst experience. It was worse than any fall camp I'd ever gone through. I was like maybe an inch shorter than I am now, but the pads hurt my back kind of thing. I couldn't even stand at practice, we didn't have enough freshmen for a freshman team, so we'd go to JV games, never play, and then when you go in, I'm scared to even run the ball.
Right. Bad experience.
So it was worse experience, and I was always I played baseball growing up, thought I was gonna do that or run track, and I also played basketball. So I played all the sports. Sophomore year, dropped football, not doing that. And then my strength coach, we had a fitness class.
Yeah.
He was the receiver coach, and then my history teacher was actually the head football coach. That stereotype.
They always did.
Literally. So anytime I would see him, they would nag me about coming out playing football. No, I'm good. I like baseball and track. I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
And then basketball was fun, just something I did. Yeah. But then the head coach I got to spend more time with. I forget why, but he kind of brought up the idea of getting school paid for. And when it comes to baseball and track, scholarships are diminished. They're a lot smaller. I think it's for the whole team 11, for baseball 7, for track something like that.
Yeah, it's a lot different.
And that was something crazy. Both my parents were track people, so they had gone through it. But I think that kind of just was oh wow, that's real. That can do something.
Yeah.
So I don't even know how it happened. I played baseball the summer going into junior year, and then just showed up And I told him like I'm not playing defense. Like that was not gonna be a thing.
You just like me, bro. I said
Yeah,
the
I was
same
our
thing.
punter. That's actually what I did. I punted
Wow.
and did kickoffs.
I see that.
So I just went out there.
In a good way.
Wait, hold on.
I was gonna say like.
In a good way. In a good way. I can say it in a good way. I play against a dude who
Okay.
like you was a punter.
That's crazy. But yeah, I just went out there my junior year. Had no idea what I was doing. I just loved to run a post route and whatnot, and went from there. And then had like a good junior season, whatnot. I really don't remember it that well. It's one of those things. It's like it just happened.
Yeah.
I still don't even know the sport of football junior year. Really senior year, I didn't know much about it. So I knew I had a lot to learn and whatnot.
Right.
But yeah, that's kind of that story.
So I got a question. So like, kind of the same thing with me. Both of my parents were track and basketball. It wasn't really. I mean, my dad played football, but they're really heavy on track and basketball. That was kind of the thing. So, and my first love was basketball.
Yeah.
So, both of your parents being track, what was your first sport that you had picked up?
Yeah, honestly, you would think it's track, but that's just one of those sports you don't really pick up as a kid.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
they don't have like AAU, like little
Exactly.
kid track.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
kind of weird. You just throw them in soccer and they run around. So I always played like soccer, just little kid soccer, and baseball was the one. Like I picked up travel baseball.
Okay.
When I was younger. I mean, I don't really know why or how it happened. I think I just enjoyed it. So my parents rolled with it. And then when middle school came around, we had a track team.
Yeah.
Oh, my parents did that. Let me give it a shot. But it really wasn't any crazy story. It's just
Did you enjoy track?
I actually did. Yeah, I do miss it.
You're out of your mind. I just want to no wait before we go any further. I just want to say, if you enjoy track, there's something mentally wrong.
I have a reason though, because I never went to track practice.
Yeah. Oh, so you were lucky.
I was lucky.
Okay, because I was about to say like,
I know what you're thinking.
think about every time we get a
We've
punishment.
already had this debate.
I'm saying, but
It's
every
different.
time it's a punishment,
It's different in track.
what do
than
you
different.
do?
It's different in running track
Bro.
and then running
See,
for punishment.
you explaining this to me like I didn't do it. Like I understand what you're saying,
Yeah.
but that start line feeling is the worst feeling I've ever had in my life.
I like.
What
I
do
was
you-
a fan of that.
Yeah, we
That's
were
something I
track-
missed.
Are you
about track.
serious?
Yeah.
I used to pass out before races. I literally used to pass out before, like, bro, no,
That's wild.
It was our middle school championship. I remember this like it was yesterday. I just got done running the 800, ran the 400
That's your
earlier,
problem.
did the 4x1. I was like
You're
the
right.
only kid at my school. Like, so we get to the 4x4, right? And I'm like, Coach, I don't think I can go. Like, I gave you all I got, but it's to win. Like, we got to come in second place to win.
Yeah.
And so he's like, Miles, like, I need you. And I did the long jump discus too. Like,
Yeah.
I think you can only do like 4 events, so I'm pretty sure it was illegal, but it don't matter. But bro, he like, bro, we need you. And I just look at him and I'm like, oh my God. And then he look at me, he go, do you want to be a legend? And I so I got up, bro, went out to the field. They doing like the probably like the 100 or whatever races before the 4x4. I'm sitting in the middle of the field on a little bleacher, listening to the announcer, watching them run, and I'm like, all right, bro, we got this. I'm finna blinked, and it like jumped forward at least a minute, and I was like, I said, oh. I said, oh, wait, hold on. I tried to stand up. I fell down, bro. I said, oh, no. They literally, like, carried me to the line, and then they was like, all right, bro, like, you got this.
That's crazy. They just didn't care about you. That's
Yeah,
what it
pretty
sounds
much.
like.
But I won.
Okay.
For real.
Yeah, I did. That was pretty
That's
cool.
Well, so I had a completely different experience with track, and as a track person, I love track. So what'd you do? What was your events?
I was 100, 200,
Okay.
long jump, high jump, and 4x1. So
okay.
the fun events,
Yeah,
not the
yeah.
400.
See, I was about to say,
That was
like,
me. That was me too.
Yeah.
I could have did the fun events, but they needed other people to do the not so fun events.
You ever see
Yeah.
those? You ever see those videos of where the dude? It's like the track, and it's like the sprinter, and then like the coach would come up to him. He's like, I just need one. He's like, I'm not asking for a day. I'm not asking for a month.
I just need
I
one.
just need one.
Yeah, bro, that was
That's
me,
what it reminded
bro.
me of, bro. For me, like I always waited. Like I hated open. I hated the 4x4.
Yeah.
Because I used to love the 400 when I was a kid, and then as I got older, I hated it.
Yeah.
Like I was strictly 100, 200, 4x1 field events. That was it.
Bro, that 400 is different, bro.
You got to be a different type. Anyways,
I have nightmares about that to this day.
And what I would do, like I would wait. It's like literally the last call
Yeah.
for like to go. Because hopefully somebody would just get in for me, but it never happened. So my coach would always come around and find me, and I'd just be laying on the beach like this.
Malachi,
I've already done everything all day. Like my legs
Yeah.
are dead. I can't do it. Bro.
Oh, God.
One time I just walked. Like I just gave me a baton. I just started walking. I was done. I was over it.
So would you have chose track over football?
Well, no, I didn't. I picked football.
Oh, so you had opportunities to do track.
Yeah, I
Oh,
could have.
dang.
Well, track world's different too, because like the track world is like a smaller knit community.
Yeah.
And like both my parents being track people too, they knew a bunch of people, and they had always told me like, hey, if you want to run track, like you could definitely do it, and we'll figure that out. Like we could, like you could run track somewhere.
sure.
But like it came down to it, there was so much to be learned with football and whatnot, and then like I just enjoyed it too. There was a part of it like playing receiver felt like running around like your backyard. That's kind of what I brought it back to, and it was like, well, if I can do that for a living, that's pretty dope.
That is pretty dope.
So
Oh, God.
I need to know, what did you run in the 100? Because I need to know if they allowed on the scout report.
Like in high school,
Yeah.
I ran a 10.6.
Yeah, they lied on the scout.
6. What they say on the scout report?
You ran a 10.8. Dude caught the sling and took off. That's at least a 10.4. What are you talking about?
That's crazy.
All right, so let's talk about the elephant in the room, man. Has Coach Smart yelled at you yet?
The mic gets hot.
I was about to say the mic is hot.
The mic is
The mic
hot,
is live.
You know, I was like preparing for the worst this past week for spring ball,
Yeah.
like preparing for the worst from him, but it wasn't even him, to be honest. It was Coach Cole.
It's Coach Coley.
Like out of left field, was not ready for that at all. You know,
Oh, God.
there was one play, whatever it is, like I don't know if I messed the play up or I just was slow to it because
Yeah.
I don't know what the signal is, whatever it was. Run the play. Bobo's running at me, trying to coach me. Bobo's nice though about it, like an easy confrontation.
Yeah.
Coach Smart was walking my direction. I was like, oh, here we go.
Yeah, here we
and
go.
then Coach Coley runs in, like cussing, like screaming at me. Like, my brain just stops working. I'm not hearing anything. I got you, Coach, because I have the next play I got to do, whatever.
Yeah.
And then Coach Smart pulled me out of the play, and he was like talking to me. He was like telling me about like Marcus last year, and he always ran this route. Like, you got to watch him. I was like, oh, that's cool. And then today we have special teams, and that's when I got Coach Smart.
Nah, facts.
He was talking about
Smart don't
track.
play about special teams.
No, talking about track. We were doing one drill. He's like, yo, track, need to get up here. Yo, track at... What? I'm not, that's not a thing anymore.
He said, what?
No, like, I haven't done that.
I was about to say, so like, the one thing Coach Smart is really good at doing is finding like little facts about everybody. And
so
just having
weird.
them on Arsenal ready to go, bro. Like,
I swear he doesn't remember what he says at practice.
Does it?
But then there's those little things you're like, I don't even know that about myself.
yeah, like, how did you know that, bro? I forgot who he was talking about, but he was like, maybe if you spent less time rapping and more time studying the plays. And I was like, oh my God, how you
Like
know that
Percy.
about? Like, yeah.
He came up to me. He came up to me because I know he doesn't watch.
Yeah.
I know he doesn't watch the show. I'm
Yeah.
not stupid. He came up to me and he was like, it made me so mad because he was trying to be funny. He was like, I heard your hair caught on fire.
Yeah, I'm like, bro.
Really?
Hey, he came up to Terrell the other day. And he was like, I saw y'all little show. So I'm like, he watches this? I'm like, oh my God. So yeah, bro. But talk about the transition from Vanderbilt to Georgia. So like,
Yeah. Like football wise or just everything?
I say everything. So like, talk
Okay.
about not only
I'll start with classes. And
yeah,
like
I was gonna say talk
school
about
life.
classes, school, the social climate, like
Yeah.
all that.
Well, like Vandy was tiny, like
Yeah.
the actual student population. I want to say
Really?
it was like 7,000 undergrad.
What?
Yeah.
7,000.
And you're in Nashville, right? So I would like go through the hospital,
Yeah.
like the Vanderbilt hospital every day to get to class, or even the facility, like scootering through there. So Wade, like this is a college campus. It feels like
Yeah.
a college town.
Right.
And then classes were tiny there. You know, comes with less students, whatnot. And then I will say the dorms here are nicer than at least the freshman ones, because all freshmen at Vandy, it was called Commons. They were old, like from when the school was like built. They just kept renovating them. But they're tiny, like not even a quarter of this room, and I was living with 3 guys. You know, it was rough. And I mean, it was a good experience.
Did y'all
just
sleep?
like that
Y'all
freshman.
slept in the same room?
Oh yeah.
You and 3 guys?
It was a triple.
Oh.
Ew.
Yeah.
I'm just asking, bro. I was trying to visualize what it looked like.
It was literally, it's just a room with 3 beds.
A room with 3 guys.
That's literally what it is. There's no way around it.
Okay.
And you can't move off campus either at Vandy.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's a thing.
Okay.
Like you can't move off campus at all, or like as a freshman.
My friends who are still over there, they're saying like, they're trying to ask like guys, like, hey, how do I move off? And they're like, you can't. Like it's not a thing anymore. They want everyone on campus.
Oh man.
Yeah. So there's that. And then football, I wasn't at Vandy for a spring and obviously wasn't here for the season. But I mean, it's hard to, there's way more support staff, like number of extra coaches. Like I don't even know what some of these coaches' jobs really are. They're just there and they know the whole playbook somehow. So there's just more coaches, more people around you. Like we had player personnel coaches and whatnot at Vandy, but it wasn't in the same numbers and whatnot as here. So that's definitely something that's just
Do you feel that sort of like family sense when you
here?
Yeah, here at Georgia.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Like in the locker room too. You know, I thought like coming to Georgia, like I really didn't know too many guys on the team at all. But you think you'd go in there and it's like hot shot here, left and right.
That's exactly what I thought.
You walk in.
Oh my God.
Then I sat down and it's like my locker neighbor's like Tate Ratledge.
Yeah.
And you're like, God, he was a lineman. You learn all this stuff about him.
Yeah.
And then he's like a goober who's trying to talk to you. He's literally like hilarious. Him and Dylan are like the funniest guys.
Oh God, bro. People don't know Carson is hilarious. Bro.
Oh my God.
Carson's hilarious. Dan is like in his own way. Dan is funny. Dan don't talk a lot, but like if you sit down with Dan, Dan is funny, bro. But like definitely, I thought the same thing coming out of high school. I was like, bro, I'm finna go in here because like you hear N'Kobe Dean and you see how
they're
they
coming
play.
off a natty. Like we're
you just
coming off
like,
a natty.
I'm like, bro, like I don't know what I'm about to get myself into. But then you get here and it's like everybody's so chill. Like one of the coolest people I've ever met, Jalen Carter, bro.
Oh,
really?
One of the most down to
Hands
earth,
down.
coolest people
Like
I've ever
freshman year,
met.
like my
bro.
locker, like was literally I sat here and he sat right across from me. Like,
Yes, bro.
And he was like the first person to like tell me like, yo, like keep working. Like, you can be something special. Keep working. Like if you need anything, just let me know.
Yes.
Like as I sat in that the locker room, and I got to know him, like what people thought about him was the complete opposite.
Exactly.
Like, he's one of the best dudes I've ever met in the locker room. I could call him to this day, and he would pick up and he would help me whatever I need.
And I'm saying like you said, coming off a natty, and he's a draft prospect. Everybody talking about what round he going in. I'm like, nah, he never gonna talk to me, little old me. Like, what he got to talk to me for? But he'd be like, man, I see you, bro. Like, keep working, da da da. Stetson too. Even Stetson's awesome. Stetson's awesome too, bro.
Stetson's awesome.
All of the. I think that's the one thing like that I will say about Georgia is the family aspect is real.
That's
like,
true. Like the connection piece.
yeah,
That's
man.
True.
And when you see guys hit the portal, like we talked about the other time, like with Muse and Meeks and whatnot, when you see guys hit the portal, like we're genuinely excited for those guys.
It's all love.
Yeah, it's all love. And the people coming in, like we like you said, like we willing to, welcome you guys with open arms and whatnot. So
kind of switching gears, I have so coming from another school, being so young, saying that like we're not the same age, but
yeah, facts. But he is a freshman though, which is kind of crazy to me.
So like, what was the hardest transition through the whole process of leaving Vandy, going in the portal, coming to Georgia? Like, what was the hardest thing you had to deal with when you first got here?
Yeah.
From when you first left.
Just that whole transfer process. I mean, it was rough because you go through like a season, good or bad. Like you go through so many emotions and like that connection. Even if you don't want it to be built, it's built.
Yeah.
So telling coaches that I'm moving on, just better opportunities in my eyes, whatever. Those were hard. Like all those talks because I didn't want to just be one of those guys that just left. And I wanted to do it the right way. So having those talks with coaches was hard. But once you get through that, you're through. It was really, I had built like a good group of friends.
I was about to say, that's probably got to be the hardest part.
That was hard, yeah, because like going in your freshman year, you see there's all the mid-years here now.
Yeah.
And they're all like, they do everything.
Yeah,
everything,
you know?
yeah.
Group you
It's
come
like a
in with
pack.
is tight.
Yeah.
So like I came in the summertime to Vandy, and most guys did at Vandy. So there was that group, and it's like you go through all the stuff, you know, like all these random details, stories, you know their backgrounds, just because you spend time with them. And that all kind of, especially that real tight group of the guys I had, it all just kind of like, it's tough. I still text them and call them. Since I live in Nashville, I'll see them every once in a while. But that was definitely the hardest part. And you're just coming in.
Man.
I knew a couple guys, but not anything like.
Yeah, nothing like it was back then. Yeah.
I mean, because that's like how it is now. Like some of the guys that we came in with, like they left, they went to Portal.
Oh, yeah,
I
bro.
still talk to them every day.
Yeah.
Facts.
I mean, that group you come in with, especially like as a freshman, it's just different. Like
It is.
Like even I even say this, and you could probably say this more than I could because I've never transferred from anywhere. But Dom and Rara, they came in together.
Yeah.
And they were roommates when they first got here, and like the connection that they have, it's also different.
Yeah.
And I want to say it's like going through that time with certain people.
Yeah.
Like they both had to leave a school to come to another one, learn everything, learn a new playbook, learn new people. And I think that bond they had, it was created through the hard process.
Yeah. Totally. And I was about to say, I mean, to a certain extent, we kind of went through the same thing.
Yeah.
I think like our and it's definitely not the same, but like our transition from high school to going to college, like I think that's where our bond was built.
Yeah.
Because I remember that, like I remember those van rides, bro, like where we didn't have a vehicle to get around campus yet. And so me and you both in the van with Darius and Terrell and everybody else, and like you just don't know, you don't really know when you get there that these are really gonna be like some of the closest people
It's
to
just
you.
random people that come off like everywhere.
Yeah.
They happen to be your best friend. Like,
Oh God.
like random
For
people.
real.
Like one of the people that I'm close with is Brett. I love Brett.
Yeah.
I love Brett. He's
Bro,
from
Brett is
Australia. I
hilarious.
would have never thought I would know somebody from
We
Australia.
gotta get Brett on here too.
He's hilarious.
Nah, facts. Brett, that's another one. Brett is actually like
He's so
a
funny.
comedian, bro.
Yeah.
If you need to forget about football completely, you just go talk to Brett.
Go talk to Brett.
Bro, we're in the middle. I think it was our freshman year when we had one natty maybe.
Yeah.
We were towards the end of the season, and we, it gets like it's getting cold outside and stuff. So we're running towards the end. And he comes up to me. He's like, "You hear about that clown?" I'm like, "No. Like, what clown are you talking about?" I'm not gonna finish the rest of the joke because this won't be a good idea. But
How you gonna start the joke and not?
I wanted to get it out there,
Bro,
See, he know what I'm talking about. Anyways, we're in the middle of dying. Like I have no breath. Like I'm looking for water. There's no water around. And he's thinking of a joke. And he comes up to me like he's talking to me, and I just forget that I'm like dying.
Yeah.
You don't need to look it up. It's okay.
No, it's too late.
I'll tell
It's
you
too late.
later. Okay. I'll tell you later.
All right. All right. Yeah, look that up on your own time.
Actually, don't look
Or
it up.
don't.
Yeah, or don't.
Anyways,
Anywho,
funny story.
yeah, man. Him and have you seen his Twitter? Bro, his Twitter is
Twitter's
hilarious
awesome.
too,
Yeah, I
bro.
remember that thing. Who was it? Who was here? What was her name? Who?
Who?
One of the Jenners.
Oh yeah, Kylie.
Yeah.
Or no? Was it
I
Kylie?
don't
Kendall.
know.
Was it Kendall?
Yeah.
Kendall was here. Yeah.
Whoever it was.
Yeah, one of them.
One of them Jenners.
He tweeted. He was like, "Sorry, I missed our date or something."
Oh God.
He's like, "Coach kept me late," and I was like, "Bro, how can you not like
That
this
and then
dude?"
when
How do you even think of that?
that's what I was like, who said they was coming back? Was it Carson or Stetson? And he just was like, oh, well,
It was Carson.
Yeah, he was like, I'm entering the transfer report. Like,
But speaking of that, so like, with Carson deciding to come back, did that play a role in like you coming here or like?
I mean, yeah, obviously that's like amazing. Like that's something you want to hear.
yeah.
But like regardless, I knew there's going to be a good quarterback in Georgia,
exactly.
and in that we have like Gunner and Ryan.
Yeah.
Those back. I mean, they're awesome, and they're just good guys too.
Yeah, awesome people.
But everyone we have, and even if Carson decided to move on, like I wasn't like, oh, that's a make or break.
Yeah,
Because like Georgia football is Georgia football.
yeah.
Like regardless if you have Carson or not, Carson's amazing to have in the system. But
I got a question, bro. Who do you think throws the hardest out of the three, though?
Oh,
I already got my
I
answer.
got the answer. I
Yeah.
played against them. I guess I played against all of them.
I mean, Carson can like rip it.
Yeah.
Like in strange, but I honestly Ryan does
Ryan?
randomly.
Right? You know what?
But I will say I've caught most from Gunner
Yeah.
recently.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm going back and forth.
I would
with him.
say Ryan does rip it sometimes. Like, it'll be out of nowhere and you'll be like, oh, that was kind of hard.
Yeah.
Carson does too. But by far, Gunner hands down throws the hardest.
For real?
Bruh,
Hands down.
literally, Gunner broke both of my thumbs. I swear to God. Last year when I had the cast on,
Well, you actually broke your thumb
yes, he broke both of my thumbs. I swear to God. Like, he broke this one. I had a spiral.
in the same
yes,
play.
both of them were.
That's
no,
what
no, no, no.
that was for.
Yes. So like I had a spiral
that's
fracture in
embarrassing.
this thumb from one of his balls, and then I had like he chipped some. Whoa, pause. Because everybody cracking. All right, whoa, pause.
Okay.
But from his other ball, I had a spiral. He chipped some of the bone off of this one or whatnot. So Gunner has broken both of my
That's
thumbs.
crazy.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Well, but that wasn't even crazy. This is why we had last episode. This is why we was talking about pause to pause.
Just let me
Like,
go. Bro. It was a pause moment. It moved on. You don't gotta talk about
all
it.
right,
Anyways,
whatever.
I played against him in high school, and I've been playing against Gunner since I was 7. We
Yeah.
played against each other
wow.
in the league. Gunner is by far the best safety I've ever played against in my life.
The best what?
Safety. Gunner was the best safety
Bruh.
I've ever. He almost made me quit playing football.
Did
I
you
kid
did you
not.
know Gunner play safety?
No.
I kid you
Yes.
not. I kid you not.
Yes.
It was
Like he was
little-
legit
Yes.
Like
in high school. He played?
Yes.
maybe his freshman.
No, he
year?
played.
Like, his sophomore year, he didn't.
Yeah, no, but I know he told me about it, and I was like,
But he played. He
Like,
was
he
a
played-
safety.
Yeah,
Bruh.
but like little league, like he like literally made me almost quit playing football. There was a play, and it was like the new rule where they just put in like the punts, when you return punts, you know how like when you're little you can take a knee.
Yeah.
They just put in the fair catch rule.
not by Gunner, bro.
I'm like, why is he still running?
He said, why are you still running?
Why is he still running? Gunner jumps 5 yards away and spears me.
Bruh.
He knocks my helmet off.
Bro, you got speared by
I kid
Gunner?
you not. As soon as I got up, I went to the sideline. I took my shoulder pads off and I cried the rest of the game.
Oh,
Oh
my
my
God.
I cried the rest of the game. And my dad was cussing me out. My mom was cussing my dad out for cussing me out. it was a bad deal, but Gunner, bro.
Did he ever apologize for that?
No, he did.
He needs to.
He do need to. Oh,
And
God.
then he did it again.
He did it
When we got
again?
older, I
Again?
caught a top sweep. I
Oh
was going
my
through the hole. I
God.
know it. Boom. I fall back. I'm like, yo, I'm done. I said, yo, I'm done.
Bro.
I got him back in high school though. Not like, I beat him twice. Just put that out there because I played him twice.
That's not a pause?
No.
You beat him twice?
No.
All right.
See, you just.
So I say I catch a ball. I say I catch a ball and it's a pause. No, I say I catch a ball and it's a pause. You say you beat him twice and it's
I'm
not.
not even gonna go back.
All
to
right,
it.
go ahead. Just keep going.
Okay.
Keep going.
Anyways, my point is, I got my.
Gunner is better than the U.S. safety.
I got.
That's it. The end.
That's what you're saying.
I give it to him.
Gunner's a harder hitting safety than Malachi Starks.
He probably was.
That's so crazy.
I play quarterback too. Gunner want to have a throw off, but let's do it.
Oh, A throw-off between you and Gunner?
I'll lose. You know he beat Deshaun Watson, his record in high
He
school?
beat what?
Deshaun Watson's record in high school?
What?
As like a junior or a sophomore?
Gunner's a high school legend. They need to make a.
Jeez.
They need to make a high instead of.
Gunner was
They
that
need to like
guy.
retire his number. in
Oh
high
God! I
school.
was gonna say instead of NCAA game, they need to make a high school one and have Gunner as the head of that. All right. Before we wrap this up, I want to ask, what is your favorite memory from Vanderbilt?
Ooh, favorite.
And if you say scoring on Georgia, I don't think that our fans are gonna like you.
No, I honestly don't think it was because like I don't remember it. It was one of those things. It's like I had seen all the stuff about having scored on them in 5 games, whatever it was, 150 points. It just that was one of those things. Like we had run that play a couple times during the week, ran it. Oh my God, no one's in front of me. Just keep running.
Yeah.
Don't even, I know I scored, and then my other freshman receiver junior like ran into me. My helmet got popped up, and I was just messing with that the whole time. I didn't even know what was going on.
Me too.
The best like favorite memory was probably like my first touchdown.
Your
It was
first
our
touchdown?
first game. It was against Hawaii, actually, because it kind of sucked because the year before they went to Hawaii, so I missed that. You know, that would have been cool because they were there for a whole week. They made it a whole thing.
Yeah.
But they came to.
Must have been nice.
We had it was crazy. There was like a 2.5 hour rain delay, I think, for this game.
Dang.
I
think so.
I hate that.
And we
the rain
like no
delay.
one knew what was going on. We were just sitting in the locker room, like they weren't really coming back and forth telling us.
Yeah.
And I didn't really like go in much that game till later in the game. We were up, and then they made a little comeback. It wasn't like a good game by any means, but it was. We did like a hard count and got them to jump, so we had a free play. Ran just 4 verts, and I slipped at the line of scrimmage. Like I was so nervous. I knew because it was a play they had called. It was like we're gonna hard count. If they jump, run. If they don't, we'll call a play. And they jump. Oh my God! Here we go. Like I know they're throwing
Here
it
we
to
go.
me. Slip, literally slip. You see it on film. Stand back up, run just around the guy. It was a good ball. Caught it, and then it was just like full like energy, emotion. Was just like screaming. I wasn't like much to celebrate. Like if I score, but that was like the most I've ever celebrated. I was just yelling. I like headbutted the other receiver who came up and celebrated with. Didn't know what was going on, and then like you come back to your phone after the game, and it was like
And it just
it
blew
was
up.
like I was like, what is going on?
Wow.
This is cool. So that stuck out a lot. I mean, there were a lot of other cool moments, but
Man.
that might be my
That
favorite.
reminds me of a question. So, like, do you have like a celebration?
Yeah, what's your go-to?
Like,
No,
London don't got no celly.
all my friends give me crap because
me too.
in a couple of my touchdowns, I just like randomly would point to the sky, but like don't know why. That
Who
just
you- I was
happened.
gonna say,
I
who
think
you
it's like one of those
pointing
things you like see it on a video, a highlight clip. You're like, sure,
Oh, that was
yeah,
Just
dope.
like
Yeah.
yeah.
type shit.
It's like it just looks like you know what you're doing. I have no idea
Who
what
you
I'm
pointing
doing.
at, man?
It's God. What's up?
Shout out, man.
Appreciate it.
Is there anything that the people should know about you that they don't
That's a
already?
good one. That's a good one.
Shoot.
Or do you want them to know? Like, yo, this is London.
I know you yourself. You had a podcast. You want to tell the
Okay,
people
yeah.
about?
I mean, I'll mention that. My buddy, he's a quarterback at Samford now.
Yeah.
Thomas Vaccaro. Me and him, good buddies in high school. And senior year, you don't really do school, so we did everything but that.
Yeah.
So we decided to come up with a podcast. Just because we had seen podcasts got big, like in high school for us. We called it "Rolling in the Deep," like that Adele song. Like that was exactly. Don't know why.
All right.
Like there's no. This is like a locker room conversation that made it past the locker room.
That doesn't usually happen.
It doesn't.
This is one of those. That's how this happened.
For real.
Yeah.
That's really fun. But we had like a media studio. We recorded maybe like 3 podcasts, and we had these elaborate plans. Like we're getting them filmed and audio. Like we're gonna post. Like we got it all figured out. There's a media team that like wants to help this that, and the other. And then we realized we're not staying after school to film this. Like, we got practice, we're going home.
I'm going home at the
That's crazy.
But I think like I wasn't in any of the media stuff, but my buddy Thomas was. And I think it ended up getting like an award because there were 3 podcasts being made, so we got 3rd. Wow. So he has like a little trophy or something about that at the presentation. But
can the people find that? Is that out there somewhere?
I mean, it was on Spotify, but there was like an Instagram account too, whatnot. But I got locked out of that. That was my
Somebody
fault.
do your homework. Find that for us.
In the deep.
I was about to say, find that for us.
I mean,
and comment it so
I'm gonna look it up, see if it exists. I don't even know.
That's how like I remember our first time we had thought about it. We sat at Subway for like forever. I'm not gonna tell the story again because I already told it. But we sat at Subway for like hours, like coming up with like a Twitter account, Instagram account, and like the first thing that we shot. I remember we went over to his dorm.
Yes.
And we decided to like we're trying to hang up this
we tried to like hang our own backdrop up
yeah,
and whatnot over the blinds.
And like the light in the dorm was terrible. So his girl gave him this like that little thing.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to call it.
The little LED light.
Yeah, we like set it up and like our microphones kept falling over.
Oh god.
And like we had to put like a cover on the couch.
We had got Amazon the little arms for the mics and whatnot. That shit didn't work.
And then the cat kept running in the video.
There was a cat, a cat kept running in the video.
We did it for like 4 hours and we recorded like maybe 25 minutes.
Yeah, bro.
It's fun. It was a lot of fun. I remember doing it. It was one of those things. It's like might as well try.
Yeah.
It,
I was gonna say, I'm just glad we kind of like actually got it off the ground.
y'all made it past that first.
Hey, there's a lot of things that don't make it past that stage, man.
For real.
For real, for real.
I got a weird question. Not weird, but I got a question.
All right.
Would you rather? What think about it?
Bro.
Dangerous.
Okay. Ooh.
All right, let's come on.
Okay.
Like, what are you doing?
Okay, you have a year.
Yeah.
Would you rather spend the whole year in jail or just the weekends? And why? But you still have to live your normal life. So like Monday you wake up, you're going to school, you're coming to practice. Well, as soon as Friday hit, boom, get in the cell.
But otherwise, I would just
What do you
be
wait?
in jail
Just the
all
weekends
time?
for how long?
For a year.
So then, why would I not just do the weekends for a year?
I mean, it's your answer. You either go to jail for a whole year or you go to jail for a year, but just the weekends.
I feel like it's an awful question.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't see.
It should be like jail for half a year.
Yeah.
Like straight.
I
Do
mean,
you go to
or
jail?
just the
Do you go to
weekends.
jail for 6 months, or do you go to jail every weekend for a year? Oh, a year total.
No. I mean, like the whole year. It's like 365 days. You're either in jail 365 days or you're in jail on just the weekends. To add up to a year, yes, we're saying the same thing.
Oh. So
So
for 7 years, every weekend I would be in jail.
See, when you add the
or
7 years,
for
the
1
cell's
year.
dead.
Okay, well, if you said that, that would make more sense.
I'm saying, like, what are you talking about?
Okay, I don't know. That's a better. I was gonna say I would just go for the weekends for a year, but
But now that it's 7 years.
is it like a nice jail? Like where are we?
Yeah, where are we?
Because I know there's some nice jails.
There are.
Like,
Have you seen Sweden's jails?
they're like Finland.
Oh my
They have
God.
nice
I'm
jails.
talking about Boondocks jail.
Oh no! Every weekend.
Every weekend.
I might go for 7 years on the weekends and just drop out of school and just like.
You know what though? But I
do
feel like
something.
if you just go on the
if you
weekends,
drop out of school, you
I feel
can't
like that
football.
would build some animosity with the prisoners, and they would be like, "He get out every weekend.
Oh,
so next time he
that's
come in
true.
here, he not coming out." Why are you looking at me like I didn't even say nothing
that's
crazy
actually
that
true.
time? I didn't even say nothing
That's
crazy.
actually true.
Okay. So you're choosing.
But you also could make friends with some people that you wouldn't
Oh, I
maybe
could like
need on your
I could like
side.
sneak stuff
you
in
can, like,
for them.
go
like-
visit their family. You know what I'm saying? Let them know they're
oh
doing
yeah, I
good.
could do like little services. For,
Yeah.
Oh man.
I think I'm going seven years of weekends.
Yeah, I'll just do the weekends, bro.
My
I'll
weeks
do-
will just look a lot different.
I'll be a
than they do now.
visitor.
Yeah.
I'll be a visitor.
No, you tripping.
You doing a whole year
The
straight?
whole year. You're gonna spend more time in jail if you just do the weekends.
But then you're like a whole year set back in your life. Well, you could be living
I
your
mean,
life still for
But
7.
you still gotta live your normal life. So like, you still gotta go to your Monday, Wednesday, Friday school schedule, and then
Okay.
go to practice.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I would drop out of school.
But then you couldn't play football.
I don't think that would be like my main concern. I would probably be worried about what I'm
Okay,
going
so-
through in jail on
Yeah,
the
I'm
weekend.
in jail for something.
Okay.
What was
so,
the crime in the first place? Like,
okay.
how did
Yeah,
you-
like, what I do? What did I do?
Okay.
What I do to deserve this? This is cruel and unusual.
You robbed the store and you hurt some
Sorry.
people.
Okay.
All right,
What?
cool,
Okay, so now that we got the backstory,
cool, bro.
once you, what are you gonna do? Once you drop out of school?
I'm still going on the weekends. You said, what am I gonna do when if I drop out of school?
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
Get a good job. You know,
You
I'd
can't
work.
get a job, you're a felon.
Oh, that's
Probably-
new. I didn't know I committed a felony.
Hey, you said my regular life. I'm just a
You said I
regular
just
felon.
robbed.
Nope, you're a felon. What'd you do?
More crime.
So I can't.
you didn't say they can have.
And also,
more crime.
what's keeping me from like just not showing up at jail for
Yeah,
the
like,
weekend? Like who's picking
they
me
gotta
up?
come get
What if
me?
I'm
I mean-
in
I
like
mean-
Canada?
I mean, they got a tracker on you and they come get you.
More crime.
Y'all are adding
Cut it off.
questions to my questions.
Because this question
They're
is
not
like,
allowed to do
it's
that.
very like.
Whatever.
I'll just go 1 year to make your question. easy.
Okay.
How about that?
Me and London agree.
Are you saving the cutest dog in the world or the cutest baby? But you gotta raise them like right now.
Dog.
You answered that too fast.
What, bro? What kind of
You gotta
what kind of
raise
dog
the
is
kid?
it? What
Yeah.
kind of, what kind of
What
dog
happens
is
if
it?
I don't? If I'm like, I choose the dog. I need to
I
ask
mean,
questions.
it's just
What kind of dog is
they're
it?
both on a volcano and they're about to fall in. You
Wow.
gotta pick one.
That's crazy.
That's like
Yeah.
a moral issue.
Yeah, exactly. So
okay.
like,
What kind of dog is it?
it's the cutest one you've ever
What
seen.
kind of dog?
So whichever one you want.
No.
It could be any one you
be
want.
specific.
Your favorite
if
one.
you ask me between
What's your favorite
between a
dog?
human and a dog,
What is your favorite dog?
No, it's your question.
What's your favorite dog?
I'm not gonna add demands to your question like you did to mine.
I'm
So
just
let's-
asking, what is your favorite dog?
No, tell me what kind of dog it is.
It's your favorite dog. It does like
No. Be
Okay.
specific.
All right.
If I'm choosing between a human life and a dog, what kind of dog?
it's
is
a
it?
husky
It's
puppy.
a dog.
You did all that just to choose the dog. It was actually crazy.
If it's a dog, if it's a husky, cane corso, pit, or a Rottweiler.
Wow. Over a
So
human
you
life?
had like your 4. There's a top 4.
Yeah.
And then the kid. That's how that goes. There's 4 dogs.
That's crazy. You got a roster?
Rottweiler, husky.
You really counting on a roster?
Cane corso.
And then child. Maybe.
Golden retriever.
Over the kid is
child.
Top 5.
I mean, they're so cute, man. The huskies with the blue eyes, I have one.
What's
He's so
wrong with the
cute.
kid?
What kind of kid is it?
What the fuck?
Get yourself in trouble.
What
The
are you
kid.
choosing?
You
You
have
choosing
to.
the kid?
Yeah, I feel like it's the only right.
Yeah, man.
Do I know the kid?
No, you don't know the kid. It's the cutest kid you've ever seen, though.
If I don't know,
But it's like the cutest little girl hanging off the side of a volcano.
can I say both?
No, you gotta pick
What
one.
if I sacrifice my life to save both?
They're both gonna die.
What?
You gotta pick one. You're the one that saved them. If you kill yourself, they're both gonna die with you.
How does that happen? Like, how am
You
I?
all fall in the
They're
volcano.
all on a
What if I
volcano.
pick him up and throw him off the volcano and fall in the volcano?
Bro,
See how it feels?
we weren't asking him
I'm
these
saying,
questions,
like,
were we?
no. We were just asking about your. We was asking you to elaborate on your stuff.
Okay.
I'm saying.
Okay, so-
whichever one you don't
Okay.
save is going to die.
So
you
my
have to pick one.
so my final answer is I die. I say both of them.
Okay, sure. New question.
All right, Malachi. Thank you. Thank you for that. Y'all didn't ask me what I would do.
What would you do?
The dog. I'm
So it's a big deal.
Yeah,
what
I did
do.
all that just to say I'm choosing the dog. I don't care. I don't care. I'm choosing the dog.
What kind of dog is it?
It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter what kind of dog it is.
Any
That's
dog.
crazy. At least
As
I have a
long as
list.
it's not a Chihuahua, I'm straight.
At
You
least
don't like Chihuahua?
I don't like Chihuahuas.
That's not. That shit don't got your back. It can't do nothing. Like, cause the way I see it is like, if I give this dog some bacon, it'll love me for life, protect me for life. You know what I mean? But like, imagine this baby. I nurture this baby. I'm like, yo, I saved you from a volcano. That's how much I love you. And then the baby grow up and it's like, my parents left me on a volcano. I hate the world. I would be like, no way. That's the lesson you took from this.
Wait, so
But that's how people work. Like, that's how
are
people
you
work.
the baby's parent or you just a random? First of all, okay.
Why is this baby on this volcano?
Exactly. Why are you on the volcano?
And
if it's
I
about to
think he
explode?
belongs here if he's up here. You know what I mean? Like, if they went out of their way to put this baby on this volcano, this is the devil spawn. He's supposed to be here.
Okay, so why are you on the volcano? Why am I on the volcano? Am I just taking a hike up the volcano?
Hiking, excursion.
What are we talking about?
Is it okay? Is
Yeah,
it,
we did
okay.
get a little outside.
No, I got a question because now I'm interested. Okay, so you know the top of the volcano?
Yeah.
There's like a little hole.
Yeah.
Is the baby like hanging on by like the little crate and the dog is hanging on by a paw? Or is it like
Did you say a crate?
yeah, or like the dog?
What's a crate? Like
You never seen a crate? It's like a little square thing.
a milk crate?
Yeah. I mean, it's on a
Why is a
volcano.
baby in a milk crate?
Okay, the baby's on a volcano. It's not a big deal. But I put it in the crate and I'm the bad person. Okay.
I don't even understand what just happened, bro.
Okay.
How did you get the?
Anyways, or like, is the baby like hanging on to the dog while the dog's hanging on the top of the volcano?
If that's the case, you can say both.
Oh, that's what. Okay.
but that's not the case.
Okay, so what's
They're
okay?
on the other side.
Okay, so the baby's over here, the dog is over here.
Yeah.
How is the baby hanging off?
Super strange.
With his hand, with his
Okay,
one little like
what,
fingy,
What about the pup?
with his one little claw.
Oh my god.
Both gotta go. I can't choose.
Okay. Well, let us know what you would choose in the comments. That's gonna wrap it up for this episode of the No Cap Show. We appreciate you guys tuning in every single week. This show wouldn't be possible without you guys. Please show London some love. London, where can they find you?
London Humphreys 21 on Instagram.
Go follow him, comment, all that, whatnot. We appreciate you guys again, and that's it.
Appreciate y'all.
We out.